I put my faith on the line because God's put his on the line when he said to us, if you ask of the Father, he's going to hear your cry. And he's going to show you and reveal to you in the way that he best knows how, the way that your heart needs to know. He's going to show you that presence, that love. Brothers and sisters, may the Lord give you his peace. Father Malachy coming to you again from Matagalpa, Nicaragua. A joy to be here with you. In another video, I'd shared with y'all about an experience of being on mission in Belgium in a city called Ghent at this big festival that they have every year there where thousands of people come. There's concerts, there's food, there's cultural events. It's really quite amazing. We would do that evangelization where people are invited to come into the church while we're there in the evenings called Night Fire. But after that, like say 9:30 or 10, we'd go out. We go out into the streets, we go out into where the concerts were, grab a beer, grab some fries, be enjoying the beautiful evening and waiting for an opportunity to be able to bear witness, to share the love of God with the people that were there. And we're out there walking around, a few of us friars, some lay volunteers as well. And sure enough, a young couple, looks like they're like late teens, early 20s, come up and they just stand in front of me, the two of them, and they say, "What are you?" And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, I could tell them I'm a friar, but that doesn't really mean anything to them. We're in a secular society. I mean, there's beautiful big churches, but they're empty. I guess I could say I'm from Star Wars convention or I'm from a convention for Lord of the Rings, but I don't know if they believe that either. Maybe some kind of like medieval, replica from one of the events they're having that week is a cultural event of something that used to exist called religious. But instead, I just decided to say, well, I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. And they look at me, well, why are you dressed like that? I was like, well, I'm a Franciscan. It's a way of life where we dedicate ourselves to following Jesus, trying to live simply. And the founder lived 800 years ago. And I tell them the story of St. Francis, share a little bit about that. And then they say, why? And I'm like, what do you mean why? It's like, I never met anyone who believes in God. Why? And so I shared my testimony with them. I talked to them about the experience of encountering the living God in my own life, hearing a call to the priesthood, experiencing deliverance and freedom from addictions in my life, and this new joy and this light and this love that had entered my heart after that encounter with Jesus and confession. And they're like sitting there listening to me, and the guy just looks at me as like, I don't even believe in God, but that's amazing. And I look at him and I said, you know what? That is amazing, but it's not the most amazing thing. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, the most amazing thing is this, is that, God loves me and I've experienced that love, but he wants you to know that love. He wants you to experience the reality of his presence. And he's inviting you even now if you want to. And I looked at him and this girl and they said, well, we're atheists. We've never prayed. We don't pray. And I said, let's do something, all right? I'll put my faith out there on the line for you, and I'll pray to the God that I do believe in. And if you're open to it, you pray to the God that you don't believe in, okay? And I'm just gonna ask him to show up and show you that he's real and that he loves you. And so they both looked at me and I was like, you don't have to do anything. I'll say the prayer, you just stand there, you can close your eyes. Sometimes that's helpful for people to concentrate. Meanwhile, give you context, there is a massive rave going on behind us and I can feel the bass of the EDM. And so I'm sitting here talking to them. Meanwhile, there's these massive amounts of sound waves just blasting against us. So I bring them in a little bit close and ask if I can put a hand on their shoulders, and start praying. And just begin to ask God the Father to reveal his presence to them. Begin to ask Jesus Christ to show up in reality and to pour his love into their hearts and reveal to them who they are to the Lord. And as we're praying, the girl just begins to weep. And the Lord gave me a word to speak to her about who he was for her as her father and who she was for him as his daughter. And he gave me a word for the man, this young boy, and I tell him again about who Abba is for him and who he is for Abba. And we finished praying, And the girl's just weeping. And this young man's looking at me just with eyes like, what just happened? And he literally looks at me like this. He's like, can I give you a hug, man? And I'm like, all right, dude, sure. So gives me a big old hug. And then he's like, I didn't know this was possible. I'm like, what? And he was like, it's like Jesus is real. Like he's here. I was like, you know why? Because he is. He is real. And he is here. He's the good shepherd who goes after the lost sheep. He's the one who goes in search from heaven, coming into earth, born among us as one of us, in search. He's one who goes to the lost, to the sinner, to the prostitute. He's one who goes to the sick, to the one that's oppressed by the enemy, by Satan. He's the one who goes to the cross. He's the one who goes to the tomb. He's the one that rises from the dead in search of you, your freedom, your salvation, your happiness, so that you know that you're not alone. The Good Shepherd has come. He's come to fight for you. If you've not met that presence, if you don't yet know that love, I invite you. I invite you. Ask him like, Jesus, I don't know whether you are real, but if you are, show up. God, I'm not sure how to even pray, but I'm here. My heart wants something more. And if you cry out with that sincerity of heart, I put my faith on the line because God's put his on the line when he said to us, if you ask of the Father, he's going to hear your cry. And he's going to show you and reveal to you in the way that he best knows how, the way that your heart needs to know. He's going to show you that presence, that love. Brothers and sisters, don't wait a moment. And if you've already met him, guess what? There's always more. There's always a new encounter. There's always a deeper experience, because we're talking about infinite divine love. And guess what? You can never get to the end of infinite. So there's always something new. There's always a new revelation of his love. Doesn't matter if it's a first time, a second time, doesn't matter if I've screwed up and made so many mistakes even after I was trying to do what was right and had repented and was living my faith. Doesn't matter where you're at on the journey. Brothers and sisters, the Good Shepherd has come for all of us. And if we'll follow him, poco a poco, vamos a llegar un día al cielo. Brothers and sisters, the Good Shepherd has come to fight for you. You are not alone. Look forward to being with you again next week. God bless.